NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it up. Yard lock. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Wright. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Wright. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper. And he will take this one in. 80 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, his quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down. Head up. This is right. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Hassan Reddick there to make the play. Back on the ground and back to right. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. The Lions called their first timeout. A tough spot here. Third and long. To throw, it's Stroud. He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the give, this is Taylor. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Stroud. He'll let one go down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Open man downfield, it's Laporta. A pickup of 21 on that connection. First down, Detroit.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Vikings with the edge. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Taylor. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
3rd and long. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota.
Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh hell no. You rip my city so damn long. Just still don't notice me. Sour next. Oh yeah next. I'm at they neck. Running up the check. She a bad mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I played up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Try to pick some energy, yeah, it don't matter. I know you never moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Sin City is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me.
I ain't seen real problems since seen nothing. I ain't seen real, I ain't seen real problems since tripping off grades. I just be making up different reasons for my nieces. From my way I pick enough to keep it up, but ain't no thing straight. 'Cause ain't no reason for this money to stay. Like what you want, what you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. 'Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it, I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Okay, now drop your bag, sass. I've been here from the start. A little snapback, homie, with a plug in his heart. Took these Billy Strum cards and now they rip me apart. Now they run around in circles like them kids in the park. Not afraid of the dark, there ain't no monster inside. I pray to Jesus Christ, homie, they just keep me alive. Why you keep it 53? Cause I've been wrestling with pride. I try to keep it like I'm Texas, got the stop on my side. Girl, you know I'm a saint, so why you giving me hell? My uncle back up on the block and now they begging for bail. He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I'm made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up. Boy, thump, like my neighbor's jumping up a pum. Boy, I bump in that Billy Strunk, he ain't know, he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie stay trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the smiles on the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers, the south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build, that with the plan to the steps. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching G's ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell him battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this me go riding for it. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try luck. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as clean as head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked.
Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump fun.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then, now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep it.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Not a lot of undefeated clubs left after 3 weeks, and we're going to have one fewer in a little bit. We're off in a battle of 3-0 teams. So find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a give for Wright. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
They run again with Wright. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. His first throw is an interception. And the Lions have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. That's complete to Sam Laporta. He's out of bounds after getting across the 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Right again. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up in the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Running behind center with Wright. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now a run with Wright. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. No gain on second down, and they need 2 here on third.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Third and just 2 to go. They run it from the gun with Wright. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hand off, running left, right. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing off the play fake here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. He finds Laporta. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Lions the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Stroud throwing here on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To throw here on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
This, our last play of the quarter. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Good gain out past the 30. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Just a field goal separates these two. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's a give inside to right. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Working quickly here. Receiver in motion, going left. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. It's a race down the right side. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 9-point advantage. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings make it a 10-point ball game. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Chooses to bring this one out. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it sets up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing is Stroud. Finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Slot man in motion right. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. They put a receiver in motion right. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Now right. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Vikings with the football. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's right on the carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They go play action on first. Headed out right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now, off play action. Connects with Johnson. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. This is right, running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Here comes the final play of our first half. Now they send their back in motion right. One final shot before halftime. Gets everything he has under this throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Max Melton with the INT. And the Vikings do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
On the quick, right? Let the hot.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Laporta with the grab. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Here's 2nd and 7. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that makes it 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. This is Cooper working the left side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that gives the Lions the first. From the gun, Stroud. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And having gained up about a handful there. Riley Moss with that tackle. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running right. Here's Wright. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Lions will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. That's It's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1. He finds Laporta. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast.
Let's go for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 now. Buying some time right. Outright, Cooper's got it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First and goal, here's Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And in for the Detroit touchdown. A 2nd touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in 1 game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Rank gets it, headed right. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. With that play clock getting perilously close to 0, Kevin O'Connell calls for a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They'll throw it. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings' 23-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
From the gun, Taylor. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing is Stroud. This one falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. He'll throw it. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead to 7. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead to 8. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Wright running out of the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Two timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings 8 points behind. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. There's a give for Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Vikings out of the hurry-up need everyone back to the line. To throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
And that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Setting up to pass. He sends this one in the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had. The incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. It could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Lions make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he finds his way up to the 47 before he stops. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Second down carry for Taylor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41. Taylor again. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. The third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. So it's one for the win column for the Lions.